You could win daily cash and airtime prizes or a Toyota RAV4 when you enter the hashtag WayBetterTogether competition. Buy a 1 kilogram classic custard and a 1 litre crush together, have the barcodes from both products and the till slip in hand, and dial *120 *5676 hash and follow the prompts. T's and C's apply and full competition details can be found on clover.co.za.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, we're almost at the end of 2017 and a brand new year is looming. A new year means new possibilities, and we're joined now by astrologist Rod Suskin, who has been in field for more than 30 years. He's a regular on radio talk shows and has just released his latest book, Your Stars, What to Expect in 2018. 2016 was awful. 2017, nah. What's 2018 going to look like?
Well, you know, everything is really all about cycles, and our idea that one year ends and everything's very different the next year really depends on our attitude, and that's why it's so great that we have January to refresh ourselves. But what we've seen kind of since 2016 and even a bit earlier is that there are a whole bunch of chaotic cycles busy going on in the world. They're not quite done with us yet, so we've still got to grit our teeth, but it gets better. And I think 2017 and 16 were as low as it gets.
So bad.
They really were. But I think that's prepared us for the changes that over the next 2 years that we're going to see that we've been hoping for a long time.
Finally. Okay, now I want to know this a little bit better. So what exactly is astrology?
Well, you know, in the olden days, people thought it was about planets influencing us, which is a little bit silly for distant pieces of rock. I think what our ancestors discovered is that, like everything else on this planet, we go through natural cycles, we respond to nature, and for literally thousands of years, they recorded those cycles, the particular positions of the planets represented cycles. They watched what human beings did, and they really developed an advanced study of human cycles and human behavior.
What is the process of reading it?
So we, firstly, using your date of birth and even where you're born, place of birth and time of birth. You know, the sky looks different wherever you are on the earth at any given moment. So the position of everything from where you're born shows where you stand in those cycles. So we draw a map that we call a chart that charts the position of everything as seen from where you're born. And then there's mathematics that is really the harmonics of cycles, is used to analyze that and see how the cycles affect each other, where in each cycle you are. And from that, we can get all that amazing information about you and your life.
I mean, this looks really difficult to read. It looks like, you know, hieroglyphics or something.
It looks like that. It's actually quite simple. You know, the sky is a circle around us.
Yeah.
So that's the whole circle of the sky, and that straight line in the middle is the Earth. So when we look up, we see those planets, and underneath us are those planets. And it's really just a map of the sky. It's a unique map of the sky for whoever's born at that moment. Or in this case, we do it for political reasons as well. You can see what's happening to countries, to groups of populations, because countries go through cycles, groups go through cycles. So it's not quite as complicated as it looks. But it is pretty mathematical and pretty scientific underneath all of that.
I mean, for the skeptics, how accurate is this? Because, I mean, you've predicted some serious stuff. I think you predicted 9/11.
I did, in passing even.
How did that happen?
It was a lecture I was giving in the very early 90s.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, in 2000 or 2001, America is going to get attacked on its own soil from the air. And everyone in the audience gasped, and I carried on talking about South Africa, which I was actually talking about. And on 9/11, on that day, after we all sat there watching TV, my email just started pinging, and everyone remembered. And so luckily that reminded me that I'd said that. But
how did you see that?
Well, again, so we've got cycles for individual countries, and actually in 2001, the American chart, modern countries have birth dates. America's only 200 years old, so we've got a birth date for it. And the most destructive force known in astrology, symbolized by the planet Pluto, was sitting smack on America's most personal point for the first time in its history. And Pluto really means explosions and devastations. Wasn't that difficult to predict, really?
Wow.
So those kind of things make astrology mostly accurate. I teach my students that if they charge money for anything that's less than 70 to 80% accurate, they're ripping people off.
Okay.
That's how good you've got to get at it.
What do we have to look forward to in 2018? Should we worry about anything?
I don't think we should worry because we're getting used to the fact that change is out of our control. There's still a lot more change to go. But what we are going to start seeing here in 2018, some corrections. So we're going to see changes in many political leaders, not just the ANC, the government. Many of the parties are going to have changes. And gradually we're going to see, for us, it's going to seem things are more equitable. There's a better balance, a priming for kind of a better fight in 2019. Things won't seem so extreme. And surprisingly, the rand is going to improve just a bit next year.
Really?
Which is going to give us a lot of optimism.
Not just a bit. I need it to improve a lot.
Well, you know, considering that everything else is still going to be a bit scary, up and down and all around, that'll sustain us through to 2019, where we have a much more balanced election year to look forward to. So we're puckering up. 2019. We're sniffing the winds of excitement.
So with me, 13th of April, 1992...
Well, you know, the Aries have had all the attention lately because they're high up in the government, as you might know.
I know.
So things that have been really chaotic over the last 2 years, for you more than anyone, will finally settle down. This is, though, still going to be a time when you're now going to look back on your relationships and see the collateral damage that your own life might have had on your relationships and kind of deal with that. But luckily, you're putting everything back in order.
Oh, boy, my mum's going to be so happy to hear that. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Great. It's a
I'm going to
pleasure,
keep your
Jeannie.
number on my speed dial and
Give me a
just
shout.
let me know when something is in retrograde or what my Mars is in wherever.
Something else that is in the stars is your chance to win, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. It could be you. Call in now. The lines are open. 021-430-9881. It's time for us to get into our Clicks Advent Calendar giveaway. Now, yesterday, Tia Williams won the sorbet hamper to the value of 3,000 Rand, but there are still so many more prizes to be won. With 5 boxes left to choose from, which box will today's winner pick? We're about to find out shortly, and it seems like our gifts are starting to get less and less and less. Take a look at what you could be winning.
The Clicks Advent Calendar on Afternoon Express has 36,000 Rands worth of prizes to be won to make your Christmas wishes come true. Among the prizes we've given away, there's been a delicious hamper of fine chocolates and confectionery, as well as a sorbet product hamper. But the joy continues with a collection of Gents Fine Fragrances and a Claire's Accessories hamper, still up for grabs.
So the only numbers I've got left for you today are numbers 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So let's see who got through fastest. Nersha, welcome to Afternoon Express. We lost Nersha. All right, so what we're going to have to do right now is we're going to phone her back. If she does not answer her call, obviously we can't make that decision on the show today. All right, so we have to find the next caller to get through onto the show to see if they're going to be our Clicks Advent Calendar winner. And as I was saying, the only numbers I've got left available, numbers 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Underneath each of those boxes is a prize to the value of 3,000 Rand. The total of value of these prizes here was 36,000 Rand, and it's very cool to be part of this competition because you've got 12 times to enter, and it's all about those fastest fingers. So make sure that your number obviously calls into our show first. If you are that first caller on the line, then obviously you become a winner with us on Afternoon Express. It's as simple as that. And because we obviously couldn't get Nersha on the line, we have to try and phone her back at least once. If she answers her phone, she will be our winner still for today. Others will have to move on to perhaps you at home, who could be our winner on the Clicks Advent Calendar giveaway. She picks a number on the show today. I lift the box, and whatever is underneath goes towards you, towards your Christmas gifts. I'm the kind of person that if I were to phone into the show, pick up the box and find a whole bunch of really cool goodies underneath, I'm the guy who would like rewrap a whole bunch of them, send them off to family and say, I really thought of you. I thought deeply and intimately about what you would like as a gift, and I'll give those to you. That's kind of how I would make sure that I managed my gifts. All right, let's try again. Nersha from Lenasia, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Hello?
Phew, that was a close one, hey?
Yes, yeah.
But no worries at all. We're about to give you a really cool prize on Afternoon Express just to ease all of that stress. Which number are you going to choose today to find out your prize?
Number 6.
You're going to choose number 6, which is over here. Everyone's going for the big boxes, eh? Remember, big box means the same price, value underneath. Mersha, you're going to win yourself. Let's see if I can sneak it before you can see it. Congratulations! What is this? It's a whole bunch of male fragrances from Bulgari to make sure that you give to all of your friends. There's Isimiyaki there. So make sure that you give your loved ones a very nice spray and smell.
Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations. It was totally worth us calling you back, right?
Okay, yeah, that's
Awesome.
worth it. Thank you.
Fantastic, Mersha. Congratulations. Stay on the line so we can keep your details. Just like that. Don't forget the Clicks Advent Calendar grand prize is still running. There's 50,000 rands worth of products, including Remington product hampers, Philips Oral Hygiene, Body Shop hampers, and so much more. All you have to do is head over to the Afternoon Express Facebook page. There's a post there that you can go and find to comment on. It's the original competition post listing the 3 items from Clicks that are on your wish list. And don't forget to continue to use that hashtag ClicksChristmas. Remember, VAS rates apply, T's and C's apply. Visit afternoonexpress.co.za to find all of those. And remember, the competition closes on the 20th of December. Congratulations and a Merry Christmas from Afternoon Express and Clicks.
'Tis the season to be winning with the Clicks Advent Calendar competition on Afternoon Express. Call in, pick a box, and you could win hampers of fragrances, body care products, cosmetics, and sweet treats, and so much more from hashtag ClicksChristmas.
I feel like I've been busted with a custard.
Okay, so I gave Bonnie all of her presents, and I feel bad because I didn't give you yours yet. So I got a crush on you.
And as you can see, I'm just feeling so festive.
How do you can see that?
I've got
They're
my
nice earrings,
I've
eh?
got my Christmas earrings, you know.
They're looking
Just
good.
ready.
They're looking good.
Buzzing around.
Just, you know, a bit of spice, Christmas spice. So
I could just have Bonnie on a stage all day, and I just want to sit and watch her.
I feel like you should do more Insta stories as well and just create a whole bunch of these
I
characters.
will.
on
I've got a
Insta
whole
stories.
bunch of
Definitely.
characters waiting for you this festive season. So how does this taste?
Oh, really good. I like meringue, so this is quite yum, and the inside's also delicious too.
love meringues. Here, I'm gonna
Yummy,
give you
yummy,
one.
yummy, 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 yummy.
I love how Jeannie's like, you can eat
I'm
that,
gonna get
you eat all the sugar, I'm going to like...
Are you loving what you're hearing about what's going to happen in your life next year?
Oh yeah, but I
Does it
I
look
love
like
my
marriage?
life. I
Do you
genuinely
think marriage is on the cards?
not unless Leonardo DiCaprio feels the need to propose. But I'm waiting, Leo.
Oh my gosh. But also, I can't believe the year's almost done. I think we're like 2.5 weeks until the new year.
Do you write New Year's resolutions?
No.
Do you?
No, I don't.
You know what I do think is cool is my cousin taught me this, in fact, is to draw these like little mood boards of things you're looking for to achieve in your life, and, you know, part spiritual, part personal, part a career. And you just put those onto a visual, some kind of visual medium. And every time you just look at it, you're just reminded, oh wait, that's kind of where I'm going. And so you keep that aligned. I don't do it. I think I'm too lazy.
So I think so. I don't do resolutions, but what I do, and I started doing it 3 years ago.
You said do.
I do. So at the end of every year, usually on New Year's Day, I write a letter to myself as if I'm standing at the end of the following year. So I would, on the 1st of 2018, I'd prick to myself at the end of 2018, and I'd write a thank you letter to the year.
Wow.
And to God and say,
that sounds like a lot of
thank you
work.
for this year. This is what happened this year. I'm grateful that this happened. I'm great. So I look at it in hindsight as if
So then
all the
what
stuff
happened
I
this
want
year?
has already happened.
What did you
Every
write?
time I've written that letter, ever since I've started writing that letter, everything I've written has come true.
Really?
So
Every
was
time.
one of the
is
things,
amazing
though, you're going to
idea.
meet the 2 best co-hosts in your life, and they're going to make your
And
world...
I did write this job into reality.
Wow.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I believe that whatever you put into the
Try
universe
it,
will
it
come.
works.
I'm
Oh, no.
going to, you know, my thing for learning languages. So I'm doing that again for 2018. I'm calling it the French resolution.
You can't just keep carrying over this language thing into the new
can't.
year.
How long do you think it takes
And
to
also,
learn a language?
how long have you been
Not
learning this
that long.
French thing? You've been learning French for too long?
I've been learning French for
Now
a year.
it's time for Betty or Venda.
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
Yeah.
C'est surtout.
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be happening.
We
I'm excited.
got Teta.
It's going to win and John.
Oh my gosh.
So tomorrow we have a fascinating show lined up. We're joined by visual artist Zanele Moholi. She's quite an artist.
Amazing.
Quite an artist,
Absolutely
yeah.
love.
Yeah, looking
Awesome.
forward
It's
to
going to be
that.
a great show tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Happy eating from us on Afternoon Express. Thanks for tuning in. We love you. Oh, wow.
Afternoon Express. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.